Exactly, and we do the talking city tour out to the gardens, and then we also talk on the way back and tell you more about the city and the history and all that stuff. So it's all part of the same same
like
trip.
a...
But how about, we paid the two together, is combined?
Butchart Gardens and City Tour is just what it's called, right?
Day 3 in Seattle right now. We are leaving this hotel finally. It was so good staying with you guys. So good staying at this hotel. But we have to leave to go to the Virginia ferry today. We'll see you guys. Which one's going to open up first? Like this one's gonna. That one. Come in. 왜?
이거 들고 내려가줘요. 체크할게. 이걸 버리면 우리가 어떻게 해?
Your luggage is being unloaded by your onboard crew members. There will be 2 more announcements for disembarkment today. Thank you.
네가 찍어. 엄마 지금 들어. 네가 찍어. Oh, Melly. Oh, Krishna. I think it's over there. Oh, that's weird.
It is.
Oh, where is my passport? 이건 괜찮아?
Okay, right now we are going to a tour in Canada. We just got off the Virginia ferry and we are going to Butchart Garden and the city and the tour of the city in this bus.
Across the street over on the left-hand side, beautiful old Empress Hotel. Now those 3 buildings and various other buildings around town were all designed by the same architect, a fellow by the name of Francis Ratberry.
학교 가요? 수요일은 살까 괜찮아요. 시간이 괜찮아요.
hotel opened up its doors in 1908. There's about 480 rooms in the hotel. Currently, they're undergoing about a $40 million renovation. Of course, one of the highlights of the Empress Hotel is the world-famous afternoon tea. Of course, coming in off the Clipper, you would have known that you were in Victoria's Inner Harbor. Just overlooking the Inner Harbor on the left-hand side here is the Victoria Tourism Information Centre. Any questions that you have about the city that I haven't been able to answer, the folks there will be happy to take care of you. That Tourism Information Centre started its days off in 1937 when it was built as an Esso. Those three stores have been there for many, many years. In fact, Monroe's Books was recognized last year as being one of the top 3 bookstores in the world by National Geographic magazine. It's a bascule bridge, means it goes up and down to allow marine traffic to travel underneath it, and in fact that huge concrete counterweight at this end of the bridge balances it so perfectly that it only takes 2 75 horsepower electric motors to lift that bridge up and down. It was designed by the Strauss Bridge Builders. They went on from Victoria to go on to design many bridges around North America, including the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. But now as that bridge is getting kind of old from 1924, it's actually in the process of being replaced. That's what all that construction is across the street over there. The Victoria Royals. And also our event center here in Victoria. So even though it says Save on Foods, it's not a grocery store. That is the Bay Street Armories. That's home of the Army and the Army Cadets. Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry, the Canadian Scottish Regiment, all have worked out of that building. And that building actually started its days off in 1950, and they just celebrated their 100th birthday. And we'll get a slightly better view of that building on the way back later. Heard about the Butchart Gardens, and he donated about 600 of these Japanese cherry blossom trees which line this part of the driveway.
Because they have flowers on them.
So even though this is now a public road rather than a private driveway, these trees are still maintained and looked after by the staff of the Butchart Gardens.
Too shaky because of the car.
As the years went by, and Jenny and Robert Butchart were entertaining many, many thousands of guests into the gardens. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but if it does, throughout the gardens there are umbrella stations, and they will supply you with an umbrella.
So nice.
As you step off the bus, just on the right-hand side on the fender well there is some maps and flower guides. Please help yourself. I will be waiting outside the bus with your admission ticket. I would ask that if you could identify yourself as either a child or a youth or an adult, and they will give the wrong ticket to the wrong people. That would be great. My name is Peter. This is CBS Tours. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Oh, be careful.
We can let her go by because we're going to be in there. We got a lot of luggage. Did you get a flower guide and stuff?
There you go. Youth or adult or child? You're not an adult. You must be a youth. How old are you?
15.
15. You get to be a youth.
Yes. I will be. It'll be another bus. It'll be whatever bus is right here. Yeah.
CBS only?
CBS only, yeah.
How open?
Every hour on the hour.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's good. That's cool. Where's that from? Oh, from Seattle? We're from
Good morning.
LA.
Oh, good afternoon.
Yeah, we stopped by Seattle and we
Good. Have a great day.
thank you, you too. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
It's so cold. Oh, your head.
Oh, sorry. 야, 차기 엄마 그거 좀 줘. 그거 끌고 엄마 이거. 나오지 안 들어. 아이씨 이거 언니 이거 풀어야겠어 있잖아. 거기 잡아.
Wandering.
Come on.
I've seen that there's a time and place for you and me, another space. Close your eyes and concentrate and fear the one who loves the world you hate. Climbing to the top of the world only to see your pride. Slow your eager self and find he will celebrate your humble kind. We will search and find, don't just waste your time. We are coming home sooner than we know. We in you confide with an even sight of what we used to know. We are coming home.